It's caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the...
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into the video, guys, I just want to say that everything that I do is with gratitude to Jesus. He gives me the strength, courage, and purpose to show up every day. So with that said, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome in. Here I discuss faith, freedom, and firearms, unapologetic about my faith, and we don't hide our love for our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Before we get on with the video, I just want to read a quick verse really quick. This is going to be Psalm 18:2. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Guys, let's never forget that. Now let's get into the video. It's why you guys are here. It's why I'm here. And it's why you guys clicked on the thumbnail. We're going to talk about my Mark 18 build. And I get it, guys. There's probably thousands of videos out there on YouTube about the Mark 18. But it being such an iconic build, I just wanted to share with you guys mine. I've had this rifle. Well, I've built the rifle, but I've had the complete Mark 18 upper from Daniel Defense for about 1.5 years now. Little by little, I say now she's fully built for my standards and for my application. So I did build this gun out for more close quarter combat. So in situations like home defense and things like that, inside my truck, just having something in a small package to be able to move around. It is a 10.3 on the barrel. Only thing missing on this rifle right now is a can. I do have her ready for running suppressed, but still trying to figure out which suppressor I'm going to buy. But when I do find out, guys, you'll be some of the first to know. Guys, let's get into the cool stuff. Let's get into the actual build and accessories itself. Like I mentioned before previously, you can go about building a Mark 18 in so many different ways because the Mark 18 really at the end of the day is just the quad rail. I did go with the full Daniel Defense Mark 18 upper. It came with the bolt carrier group and the charging handle. I did ditch the charging handle into another build. I'll show you guys the charging handle that I put on here now. Before we get into that, let me just clear her really quick. Clear. So clear. Charging handle that I opt out for was the Radian Raptor SD. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the one that has the little ports on the side. That's because I do plan on running this rifle suppressed. I don't know which can I'm going to put on her yet, but once I do know, guys, I'll make sure you're the first ones to know. If you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. With that being said, let's go up top really quick. So as far as the muzzle device, I went with the Silencer & Co. ASR 3-prong flash hider. So I already knew I was going to run this rifle suppressed. That's why I went and spent the money on the charging handle and the adapter right now with the flash hider. I know there's a lot of options with different companies that you can use with the ASR. As far as furniture on the gun, we went with B5 furniture, FDE colorway. So I went with B5 on the stock and the pistol grip itself. I really like B5 stuff. I actually have it on my other Daniel Defense, my V7. And yeah, it just feels natural to me, B5, and pretty comfortable and solid stuff. I don't need nothing really fancy when it comes to stocks and pistol grips. Then we can talk about the lower. So this lower right here actually came from another rifle, a SIG M400 tread. That was a 11.5. I sent out the, if you guys were wondering, it is SBR'd. So for you guys that don't know, short barrel rifle, anything shorter than 16 inches, you do have to fill out a Form 1 and pay a $200 tax stamp to the gay ATF, and hopefully one of those fat guys behind the counter will get back to you sooner than later. So that's what I did to this rifle right here. And I did it because this lower actually was pretty cool. It is ambidextrous. So it has ambi safety selector on both sides, and it actually has ambi magazine release on both sides. The only thing it doesn't have is the bolt release on both sides. But again, I really only use the safety selector, ambidextrous. I don't really go for the magazine release, even though it is something that Could possibly shave off a few seconds if I did practice it, but I've just been so used to using the right hand magazine to release to be able to drop the mag that's what I go for all the time, guys. Trigger on here, I went with the CMC trigger. This one is a single stage trigger. It's flat. I went with the 3.5 pound pull. So if you guys go on their website, you can choose between 2.5 pounds all the way up to 6.5 pounds. I felt for me and more for duty purposes that 3.5 would be a sweet spot. I have about 2,500 rounds down range with this rifle right now. I do switch between this one and my BCM build, but lately she has been the one to go upstairs with me when I go to sleep and my passenger princess when we ride around in the truck. So really nice trigger. I do really enjoy the CMC trigger. I have other triggers on my ARs, but I would say that definitely CMC for the price makes a really high quality trigger that just works. So bolt carrier group, nothing fancy, just a Daniel Defense mil-spec bolt carrier group. Was gonna upgrade that to a Lantec. I even have an extra Lantec, but then I figured no. Daniel Defense makes solid products, so whether it just be a mil-spec bolt carrier group or not, this thing is gonna hold up, especially for the amount of rounds I'm gonna put down range with her. And I do bounce back and forth with different rifles at times, so she definitely will hold up for this lifetime and possibly somebody else's lifetime if you keep up with the maintenance and at least clean her once in a while, lube her down and take care of her, right? As far as optics, I went with the EOTech setup. And I know some of you guys out there are going to say, why did you put a magnifier on something that you build for close quarters? Hey, listen, I don't really need it. You're right. But at the end of the day, it has the quick release. And I can actually throw this on another rifle that I have, something with a 16-inch barrel if I want to touch out a little bit further. So I ended up putting that on here for right now. I only have 2 magnifiers by EOTech. And what I do is I feel like magnifiers have their purpose, but they don't have purpose all the time, right, for me. So because I have other options like LPVOs and things like that. But it is nice to have at least 1 or 2. And what I do is I have the quick detach mounts and I'll just them out to other rifles and things like that. So I really do like EOTech stuff. It is tried and true. So magnifier is a G33 EXPS up top on a Unity mount as well. Sling, I went with the Edgar Sherman sling. This is a very minimalist sling. I don't like to have those thick slings like around your neck and stuff like that and over your kit. So I really like this sling right here. It has a little tab where you can keep it tucked away when you don't need it, and then you can just pull it for a quick release, and you have your little pull tab right there. So I basically swapped and moved over from my previous slings all to Edgar Sherman's at the moment right now. On the rail, nothing fancy. All I did was put some rail covers on there. When I first wanted the Mark 18, I wanted the FDE colorway one. I couldn't find it, so I opted out for the black. But I found these rail covers, you would say. They call it a ladder. Found those on Amazon. Nothing fancy, but looks pretty cool and gives me some type of texture when I am holding the gun. As far as my light, I went with the Streamlight Mini Scout Turbo. So that light right there, 95,000 candelas, I think 650 lumens. It's SureFire. They're tried and true. They work. They are pricey for the price that you pay for a SureFire and still have to go out and buy pressure pads at times. It can get up there, guys, but on this build, I didn't want to hold back on anything, so definitely went with that. One thing I did hold back on real quick was the hot button itself. This one I actually found on Amazon for about $45. It is made of aluminum. And guys, it works, and it works really good. So I have about 3 hot buttons from Unity. You guys out there know those go between 115 bucks all the way up to 155 bucks or whatever it is, give or take which one you're buying. And I just thought, you know, I saw this one. I said, you know what, let me order it. Let me give it a try, put a couple of shots down range. If it doesn't hold up, then I guess I'll just go spend the money. It's 40 bucks. I know it's 40 bucks, but still, I thought to myself, what can go wrong, right? So I ordered it. Guys, like I said, about 2,500 rounds downrange and button still holding up perfectly fine. I do have Ranger tape to keep that secure, the cables, and it also gives me like a pointer index for my thumb whenever I C-clamp. Have a little bit more back here in case I want to rest the rifle down on something. Again, I don't really care about banging my gun up, but yeah, just protect it. It is a pretty expensive build, so we went with that. Anything else on here that I'm missing? Just put a little bit of condor tape around the lower receiver. Again, not for any specific purpose, does look good and gives me a little bit of grip in case I hold the firearm there or in case I bang it up against something, will prevent it from being scratched. So guys, that's pretty much my Mark 18 build. Let me back that up a little bit. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys out there have the Mark 18 or enjoy the Mark 18, let me know down below in the comments what your builds look like. And again, guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video, hit that notification button. That way you guys know when I drop the next one. It's because of you guys that this channel's been growing, and it's all in the glory of God. Jesus is King of Kings, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Again, I appreciate all the love and support. I'll see you guys next time.